Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Chronicles of Captain Pontos. I actually have no idea what episode it is, but I bet Kevin does.
It's 28 for this particular arc.
Very good. We must be heading for 100 overall, but I don't know if we're quite there yet.
92 overall.
92, exciting. So this is our 90-second episode. Concurrently, we have not... all of them are not on YouTube, sadly, but our previous season and our current season are. If you enjoy live plays and you like this one, then please drop us a comment, like, share, subscribe, all those filthy online things, and hashtags, lots of hashtags, and the language that makes people view videos. So I am going to ask one of our fine adventurers here, for we have 4 this evening. Sadly, Nate could not join us, to give us a quick recap on what happened in the previous session, so that everyone has it fresh in their minds, ready to begin again. Who wants to volunteer?
Okay, I will then. I was giving give everyone a pause. Last session, we've entered this chapel, shrine, crash, floating city, whatever you want to call it, in the Shadowfell, and we started exploring. Started last session, we were disturbed some ethereal being from a tomb, and we dealt with that. And then we went into a large room with a weird page fire thing in the middle, which I examined and was quite. There was a lot of history to it of nasty things that were burnt and that's inside, while the others had a brief look around that room and then kicked open a door to find a shrine to a former goddess of magic, which was a cult of Mistral. I think I've got that in my notes, but that was replaced by the I can never say this word. The magic people that were that own this place.
Oh yeah, the Netheril or the Netherese.
Yeah, I can never get that right.
Yeah.
Found a platinum holy symbol of Mistral in there, and we went to the room next on the other side of the large room, and there's a weird electrified floor that we were arsing around with, trying to work out how to get across, and we were failing quite badly. And that's roughly where we were, because we were unsuccessful getting across that, and we was taking a lot of damage.
I think one other step that we missed, we said, screw it, let's just try and break the thing. So I shot an arrow at the glass. We're about to see what happens.
Was that the last thing that happened?
Yes.
I think Deep actually volunteered to do the rest of the squares himself.
I think Deep is the very last person you should be getting to walk across an electric grid, considering he's the only one who can bring you back to life.
But let's not damage the healer.
Yeah,
anymore.
YOLO.
He was going to get married though, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, him and Chew Bacon have struck up quite the amorous relationship. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking so that you can talk. What you gonna do?
Does my arrow fly true?
What did you shoot at?
At the little orb things.
The lights?
Yeah.
Ah, right. Well,
there we go.
If you recall, there is some kind of wall of force, if you will, that rings in these outer sections, preventing you from taking a shortcut around the outside.
Okay, I didn't know if it affected other things, but I will deduct an arrow for that.
Yep. The bolt bounces off. It looks like it is heading towards the light. It looks like it would have been a good shot. and it just kind of pings off this invisible wall of force and lands on the electrified grid that is the floor and goes zzz. We are going to randomly decide where it lands.
I think without any more information on this, unless we want to keep frying ourselves, we might have to either look elsewhere for either information or proceed and come back.
We can't proceed anywhere. We need the key for the door.
What
Oh.
key for what door?
Have we? I don't. Yeah. There's got to be some kind of instructions to this elsewhere. Did you, in the room behind us, did you actually search in there properly?
We didn't. I mean, we found a lot of gold. I didn't find anything that.
Not what in this room here with Chew Bacon.
Oh, the one. No.
Right.
We didn't really.
Okay, so I'm going to go and help Deep, and sort of Deep's going to sort of try and have a bit of a look around, see if he can see for anything in here, because there's got to be some kind of instruction, something we're missing here. So, what do you want me to roll? Perception or investigation, boss?
You can give us a perception roll, see if you can spot anything that might be useful in there. If anybody wants to roll a perception room, if anyone wants to roll perception anywhere, then let me know what you're looking at, what you're looking for. Okay.
I don't know if Ryan's trying to.
I have not heard him say anything for a little while, actually.
I'm here.
Ha!
I'm just listening.
Oh, I just realised I need to do a thing. Let's
Just
do
for
the
the sake of it.
thing. Let's do
Just
the
for
thing.
just for the sake of it, let's see if Char sees anything beyond what the cleric can see. Fuck me, yes I can.
Oh,
I see.
very good. Yep, you see many things.
I see fucking everything.
Yep. I can hear colours and see sounds.
I can hear birthday cake from 500 yards.
So. Oh, something popped up in the chat. What's that? Perception 13. Where were you looking? What were you looking for?
I am looking for a map in this room.
Give us a ping. Where are you looking?
Oh.
Where are you? What do your elf eyes look at?
Either side of the door. But do Char first.
You're gonna do Char?
Oh.
I think we should put everything else on hold while you do Char.
Won't take long.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Yes, I've heard that about elves. So let's move the frame so that we can see on that grid properly. So this is the room in which the Netheril's soul-defiling contraption is.
Mm-hmm.
You actually begin to start to understand the design aesthetic of the Netheril's. They have hidden various parts of this contraption kind of under the tiling on the floors, and these pillars here actually appear to channel some kind of energy. You suspect that the source of the energy in the next room is probably from this contraption. There's nothing feeding it anymore. So, and last week the party also noticed that the lights dimmed when anyone got zapped.
Mm.
So, you do not necessarily find any instructions, but perhaps you get more of an idea how it works. Also, all the light sources are probably fed by magic harvested from this from this thing.
Right. Okay.
As an electrician, what you probably notice is slight unevenness in the plaster where somebody has put cables through the walls and stuff and not covered it up.
They've run the cables diagonally. You never run the cables diagonally.
No, they've got to go straight from floor to ceiling.
Horizontal or vertical, because at least you've got a chance of not putting a bloody nail through them every time. Okay, well that's interesting. Borin, Pontos, one of you, you probably enjoyed this.
I've been waiting for everyone to finish because I want to do an investigation check.
Yep, okay.
Cool.
That's fine.
I would like to investigate anything in this room that we are currently in. Is there a way of just turning it off? Or like any description of how to pass this? No, investigation 8. Damn it.
With an 8, certainly not. So I'm hoping. So where is Kararook looking? Because he's just done his perception check. Where's he looking?
I'm looking at either side of the door.
Okay, so either side of the door there is a door frame.
And a little bit further than the door frame.
Okay, like where?
Beside the door frame, on the wall beside the door frame. Which...
On the wall beside the door frame there is definitely some wall.
Awesome. I'm very perceptive, I am.
Yep, you can find a wall in a room.
Yeah. That's all I'm doing now.
Okay, so back to Char possibly.
Yeah. I think I'm starting to get an understanding of what's going on in there where you guys are. This contraption in the middle here is almost like what charges it up. I think as we're fumbling around in there, we are slowly depleting it. So I think just so it never happens again, if one of you wants to just have some fun and wail on this contraption, that might take some of your frustrations out. But there's got to be some way of shorting out or trying to run the charges down. The fact that those light sources are dimming, it does seem that it's running its charge down. So we might be onto something if we're careful.
Can't we just put chew bacon on it just once?
Wow, he would cover 4 squares at a time. That would be excellent.
Yeah, no, he'd be.
I mean, he'll be able to take a hit.
Not from 4 squares. He can't take a hit.
Maybe if we put his foot on one of them.
Good luck.
I'm not getting into that conversation. I'm going to take. I'm going back here.
If Pontos was to look around the room, what would he do?
What would he do?
Yeah, he's not looked for anything at the moment. He's obviously waiting for a fight to break out like a good fighter, but you know.
Well, he would probably still run mindlessly at the chest.
Oh.
Try and get to the chest. Because he's a pirate, so there's always treasure in a chest, right?
He's after the booty.
Well, you found 3 safe squares.
I think, logically speaking, we have to come back to here.
Yes.
Wait, the gold conducts, doesn't it? So, could I take a gold coin out of my pocket and throw it onto one of the squares in front?
I think you tried that last week.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, because it doesn't create an arc. You can't tell.
You can't tell if it's electrified unless you touch it.
Electrified.
Okay, I'll grab Borin and I'll throw him onto this square.
Oh wait, hang on. Okay, can I put Frenchie down? Put Frenchie, tie some rope onto Frenchie.
Right.
And tie him. Hang on, wait. Why can't I? Damn.
So if you're going to do that, try it on one of the squares that have been electrified already, just to make sure it works.
Well, okay, well, I'm just... God damn it. There we go. So, tie the rope around Frenchie, then drop him on this one.
Can you ping
And
again?
then ask him...
Was it this one?
This one, yeah. And then ask him, do you feel any different?
So you tie the rope onto Frenchie, and he says, "Monsieur, you may have forgotten that we share a link in our minds, and I know exactly what you're planning to do, and I do not like it one bit."
I don't like the fact that you haven't got as many souls as I wanted to, so...
Well, that's called whataboutism. It is a logical fallacy, and it has nothing to do with this argument whatsoever.
I tell you what, if you don't want to do it, raise your hand.
Well, that's just a filthy, evil thing to say to a no, and you throw him onto this square here.
Well, yeah, that one there.
Okay, where's your drop axe button?
That's a good plan.
Drop weapon. Infernal great axe, boing. There we go. Let's pop it here. So, you hear Frenchie screaming in your mind. The axe does not appear to, it sits there, and you can hear Frenchie going, you bastard, you whapper of other people's buttons! You know what happens with electricity, monsieur?
Okay, pull back.
It has magnetism!
Yeah, but not that... Oh, hang on. So that means the electric current is still going through it. Therefore, the power levels slowly drop.
Well, the lights are flickering a bit. We need to work out how to do damage to an infernal great axe. Dun dun dun. Are you going to try and haul it off?
Yeah, pulling away.
Okay, give us an strength athletics check.
Put my paintbrush down. Acrobatics, investigation.
Hurry up! Otherwise, my souls are being pulled out of me.
Oh.
Oh, no.
God.
Oh my God! You must pull me harder, monsieur. You must pull me harder than that.
No.
You could not pull a little child off of the train tracks with strength like this. Okay, so you eventually managed to pull him off the square back into your hands. He feels very hot. Give us a dexterity save.
This is called induction, boys and girls.
Well, I'm not gonna touch him until he stops screaming.
Okay, well, you did pull him towards you, though.
Okay.
With all your might.
Hey!
Okay, so you haul
like
Frenchie
dangle there and
towards
arm's
you.
length.
What did you tie him to?
Around his head with just some rope.
Okay. Okay, well, the rope is on fire, and he is no longer attached to it.
That's not Charles' fault.
Okay, well, I've cleared a square. Anyone else got any ideas?
Oh, how could you, monsieur? That was brutal. Borin, Monsieur Borin, you. Oh, perhaps I am a good influence on you after all. Just wait while I cool down a little bit.
Ready to try again?
Yeah, while that's been going on, Deep's going to come in here and just look on the northern, sorry, let's just click on this. He's going to look in this sort of area on the walls, just see what he can see here.
Since he's not here, I can suggest this, so I don't feel like I'm controlling him. Can't he just summon Mighty Mayo or spiritual element and get and clear a few more of these squares?
The spiritual weapon is insubstantial. All it can do is smack things. I don't think it'll work. It can even
smash.
it can even share the space of a physical object. So it's not solid.
I've got an idea,
He's got an idea.
and this idea is going to be a cracking idea. I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
What on?
I'm going to make it float to the chest and open the chest for me. Pull whatever's out in that chest out towards me and bring it back to me.
Provided it's not heavier than 20 pounds, I think.
I think it's more like about £5 or £10 for Mage Hand.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it's. Hold on, let's see what the weight limit is.
In a second, I'll stick it in the chat.
Very good. It definitely says, but I.
£10.
£10.
£10
And 30-foot range.
feet.
5 kilos. So a mage hand could go that far.
If you step on the safe square, you can make it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Pontos has to come off
There's
it, though.
3 safe squares.
Bonk.
Also, as I said, Deep got a 28-foot perception just on that northern
right.
area.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
sort of. As he's looking around here.
Okay.
Entertained as he was with Borin and his axe throwing.
Hey, I cleared a square. What have you guys done?
Kept you alive. Tried out some of the other squares as well. But all he's proven is we've got no route from across from what we've discovered is safe so far.
Okay, that doesn't make... Right, okay.
So I tell you what, I'm going to go with Kararuk for now.
hmm
So what is Kararuk's idea here? He wants to throw his mage hand over. You're muted, Chris. I don't know if you're talking.
I am talking. So, casting Mage Hand, pin up towards his chest over here. It's going to check for traps. And then it's going to...
How's it going to check for traps?
Well, I can see from here what the chest's like.
Okay, give us a perception check then.
Oh,
Wow, checking for traps from 30 feet away.
Yeah, you do realise what Carrot can roll.
There is that. There is that.
Okay, is it, like, whilst you're looking, is this relevant? Ah, come on. That little piece of paper underneath the corner? If you can't open the chest, maybe grab that?
Oh, that.
4, brilliant. Did you roll a 1? Yeah.
Alright, so there's no traps.
There's no traps. The whole room is completely safe, he says, standing in the middle of a fucking massive trap.
It's okay, guys.
The trap's been turned off. It's all perfectly safe. What could go wrong?
Yeah, it's perfectly safe. There's nothing wrong here.
Right, so is that a bit of paper underneath the chest, by the way, or is that just a bit?
There is a small square of parchment pinned under the bottom corner of the chest.
Unless you lift the chest up, you're probably going to tear it.
What was the question?
Can my mage hand wiggle it out? How stuck in?
You can certainly try. So...
I honestly thought that was just part of the graphic of the chest. So it was,
That's well spotted, Michael.
So... The mage hand, a tiny corner of it tears off, leaving it stuck under the chest, but most of it is in one piece.
Yeah, I'll
What
bring
does
it back.
say?
So I'm going to pop that on the token layer. I'm going to blow it up. It's not very big actually, so I might have to read it to you. So what it says... Hold on. Oh, why don't I just make it much bigger? Because then you'll definitely be able to read it. There we go.
Find one safe square in each row. Rows are numbered 1 to 6. Alternate left and right. Isn't this fun? Huh?
There is a handout for that.
Rows are numbered 1 to 6.
So rows go across the way, columns go down the way, remember. So we go 1, 2, 3.
Alternate left and right. Isn't this fun? Alternate. It's the alternate left and right. I'm not getting.
Okay. I think I've got a. Let me just get rid of that map. Right. So
Maybe we have to jump.
no, it's saying there's a safe square on each row. It depends on your orientation. As we're looking at it on the screen, obviously a row is this way, but the orientation where our characters might be looking at it, that might be a row, if that makes sense. Because our characters are looking at sort of a different angle. So for them, that they could be the rows, rather than that as we're looking at it. So there's a safe square on each row. So there's a safe square. There's a safe square. There's a safe square.
That would be the next. Why is my thing not? So
Rows numbered 1 to 6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Alternate left and right. Isn't this fun? So
the left and right of each safe square is bad. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
But that doesn't make any sense because we tried all 3 of these and they were.
I'm not sure about that one. I'm just really got my suspicions on. I'll get the ping back. This one here, just I'm having potential doubts.
Alright, so while they're working it out, can my mage hand try and open this chest?
Your mage hand rattles the lock, but it does not open.
My mage hand pick the lock.
It can try.
Let's try.
Maybe it's like Sudoku.
Because
Sudoku, so it can only be in one column. So it's either this one. God damn it! So it's either this. I'm trying this one, or this one.
I'm just trying to see a logical path, and I can remember last week this one definitely zaps us. I just can't remember if that one definitively zaps us or it's just been crossed out.
All the ones with crosses in have definitely zapped you.
Okay, fair
for
enough
the
then.
avoidance of doubt. None of those are marked incorrectly.
It might be like Sudoku where it's only one per column, regardless of left, right, up or down.
So
That's a bloody long leap if you've got to do to that.
Because I mean, if it's that way, there's only one in a column, and that way there's only one in a column. Same for all the others. So, okay. So going with that, if we go with that principle, it must either be this one or this one.
Go for it. Jump. Did my slave hand open the chest?
It did not. It was a worthy attempt, but the lock was too complex for your poor mage hand.
Boren, if you want to try and leap to one of those, you certainly can go for it. But if you get zapped and dropped, we're not going to be able to get to you.
Actually, no, that doesn't make any sense either, because when I tried to fly over a square, I still got zapped, so leaping doesn't make any sense.
My mage hand can lift something up that's £7. £10, yeah?
£10, yeah.
That means it can push down with £10 worth of weight as well. It's not attached to me, I don't have any mental link to it, it's just a hand.
Well, you do have a mental link to it because you're controlling it, but you don't have a physical link to it.
I've got an idea. Okay, so we give it a coin. And as you lower it down to the floor, if we see electricity pass between the coin and the floor, then we know it's electrified.
It doesn't work like that.
Yes, it does. If it's a metal conductor, it will leap to the. If it's
Right.
on the floor, we can't see it because.
Michael, I'm not even going to spend time on this chat now discussing why the physics will not work like that. I know where you're coming from, but there's got to be some logic here because that.
Which
that.
sphere do you think it is, Michael, that's safe? On the next row.
Does electricity cause combustion with alcohol?
Only if you ignite it.
Yeah, but
I mean,
okay. What makes electricity react? We don't have any light bulbs or anything that can react to electricity, do we?
No.
I mean, if a lot of the things that you might use for electrical purposes do not exist in Forgotten Realms.
Just to humour me, John. That 28. Did Deep actually see anything? Because I'm just trying to think. There might be something like some switch or something on the other side, but we're.
Oh right. He was looking. He was looking on this side of the room, was he?
Yes.
Okay.
Well. Sorry. When actually said he was looking on this side here, but just want to clear where we can get to. It's been covered.
I'm sorry, this puzzle doesn't make any sense because there's no direct route to the next one without going over one. But when I tried to go over one, it electrocuted me.
Yeah, let's see what happens with Deep first.
Let's see. I don't think he spotted anything particular that will be useful to you.
Okay.
Because you can't get to any of the other ones unless you go over an electrified square, and I got shocked for flying over an electrified square. So you can't jump to a safe square because all the other ones are blocked.
Well, you kind of floated straight through the middle, didn't you?
Regardless, I made an attempt to pass from one safe square to another.
Yeah, if we do something like that, we are going over potential other. That's what Michael's on about. So.
Well, I mean.
Can my mage hand press down on this square, please?
It can. And it does.
And what happens?
Well, one, it's invisible because it's a mage hand ledger domain. So I don't know whether it gives some kind of feedback. I assume there's some kind of feedback in your mind in the same way that if you push something with your hand, you know you're doing it. So you know that the hand is pushing down.
I'm fairly light, so if
Excuse me.
Deep and Pontos, if you tie a rope around me, I will attempt to leap or use my wings to fly to one of the E's to try and ascertain.
Yeah, but I mean, am I misremembering this, or was this a DM misquote? Because I swear I tried to fly over these things and I still got electrocuted. So I don't see the difference between jumping over these and getting electrocuted.
Yeah, well, this is why I'm saying put a rope around me, because at least I'm fairly light. You can pull me back.
But it's
no. I'm saying that you would get electrocuted before you even got to the square you were trying to get to.
And
we understand what you're saying. Understand what you're saying, Michael. It's don't overthink it. It's I've
Mm.
I just
Hang on.
deleted one because I was going to tidy up, and I can't remember which one it was now. I think it was this one. But yeah, don't overthink it too much.
I mean, it's a lot. I'm just saying the logic of that makes no sense if you can leap over it but you can't fly over it. So I'm.
Well, the thing is though, you flew into the airspace above a square, right? And the trap
Right.
responded to your presence in that location, right? So you went to that square and stopped in it. You happen to be
Right,
above the
okay.
ground,
So,
right?
Yeah.
So there's a
it was
difference. There's a difference
Right.
between you saying I'm flying over this square into this one, and you just flying through, being in a square but slightly hovering. So
Right,
I know that sounds pedantic, but for the purposes of the exercise, there may be a difference.
Okay, I just needed clarification on that. So,
Okay, but that's not the kind of thing I should really be clarifying. But don't overthink it. Is all I'm saying.
If I give one end of the rope to Pontos, just go get. If you see me start doing the wiggly dance, get me back quick, and I hope Deep can bring me back. So I'm going to.
50-50.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to unfurl my wings. Sort of the flaming wings appear behind me, and I'm going to swoop over to that square there.
If Mr. Duco reference is correct.
Well,
It's got to be worth a try, hasn't it? So, okay, Char flies directly into that square, and he is not electrocuted.
Okay, right. So it's either this one. It's either. Come on. It's either the top one
yeah. So
or the bottom one.
So what do you think? Top or bottom?
Oops.
Oof. I mean, that's how much. If it was, how much of a leap is that? If it was a bottom to a top.
You're looking about 30 odd feet, but I've got my wings at the moment, so.
Oh right, okay, yeah, that's.
I'm gonna chance it. I'm feeling lucky. I'm gonna go for the top. All right, guys.
Wait. I'll hang on. Instead of us dragging you along the floor, let me fly to the adjacent square. That way, if you get electrocuted, I can grab you off of it rather than drag you across the floor and potentially get electrocuted more. Okay.
Is that a good idea?
I need someone to get me as close to Deep as you can if I drop.
Oh.
So I'm going to go for top.
So
Okay.
One damage, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I can live with one damage.
Oh, hold on. That's the number of extra d8s. So here we
Someone
go.
drag him.
There we go. It's only 41. It's fine.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
Are you
So-
dragging him across the floor, or am I going to get him?
Well, he's not unconscious, is he? He's fine.
Oh no,
Yeah, so I will just, after getting that zap, I will go backwards and let me just sort my health out before I forget my maths. That leaves me on that. Come on, give me the other number.
I've got an idea, Char. So your tiny hut, it's impervious.
But it can't move.
No, but you could cast it here-ish or there-ish. We all jump in one side and jump out the other side.
It's centered on me.
Okay, but you can stay. How big is it?
It's 20 foot, but it's the grid will be inside of it. It's no different to the floor if I cast it on the ground. But
You come to me, I go to you. We both pass in midair because we can both fly, so therefore we don't have to run the risk of hitting each other. And then I'll finish it off since we now know the answer.
No, I mean I'm this far anyway, so rather than risk yourself, just I'll keep going and Deep, please be ready. So I'm just gonna swoop down to the bottom.
Ding.
All right, so I think one last swoop.
Ding.
There you go, guys. Not a problem. I wasn't worried at all.
Yeah.
So as you as the last safe square is identified, you hear the sound like some highly charged electrical device powering down. Kind of goes.
And I just turn around, face the others, and give a bow, and then start casting prestidigitation to try and get rid of that smell of singed hair and burnt clothing off me. It's like, oh, that wasn't nice. There you go, Borin. I solved half of it for you. What was your problem?
Okay, so Karuk, we've got a nice juicy trunk for you to open.
Oh, also there was a ka-ching sort of noise as of a lock opening.
Okay, I just what's the handle like?
Do they have handles? They must have some sort of handle, I suppose. It is a wooden chest with steel banding on it, and it has some kind of lock, the nature of which is a mystery to you, but it was somehow locked and unlocked by this trap. It's got handles on either end. It looks like it would take at least 2 people to carry this chest, though, because it's big. You could flick it open at the front. It's hinged at the back.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to use Frenchie and from the side, hook it around
Monsieur, I'm over here.
Oh, I'll use one of my axes, my spare throwing axe, and just pull it open. But I'm on the side, so anything.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't?
Should come shooting across the room.
Okay. So, there's something I need to do.
So you don't really want me to use my mage hand to open it? Taking it back a bit.
Unfortunately, I've already said it, so let's see what happens.
This is a classic example of dwarven greed.
Yes.
I am looking for a thing animated.
Fireball.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Activate the shield. Activate the shield.
So, while he's looking, okay, so Liam's tiny hut.
Mm-hmm.
Inside it, you are invincible pretty much. So if you put it on top of lava and you're in the hut, you just float down. You wouldn't burn through it. So if you put your tiny hut in there, that would have worked, I think.
You would have to put it upside down.
No, it because of the fact that it's the if you cast it normally, the ground is still in there because that's what you would sleep on. The floor in here would also still be in there. It would prevent creatures from getting in, but that's.
Let's see.
Oh wow! Oh god!
The chest opens.
I'm glad I stepped aside.
The chest opens, and a waft of healing magic flows out.
Ah.
And unclench.
Hey, I get the healer. I get the best support award.
Mm-hmm.
So, or should I move that back a square? It doesn't actually matter, but basically anybody who is in the arc is going to have. Oh, let's have
Okay.
48 points of healing.
Okay.
So
It's
is Chew Bacon technically in it? He's half and half.
the door's open, so yeah. So a minty fresh cloud of healing flows out of the chest, making you all feel much healthier. Unless you're standing behind it, in which case, bad luck.
To the side. Yeah.
Still.
I'll look inside the chest then.
The chest. Who looks in it first?
No, hell no. I'm getting whatever inside this first.
What was it you said earlier? I said it first.
Dwarven greed, Chris. Dwarven
Not-
greed.
Neither of you standing in front of it. Well, Borin is now. Okay, so Borin looks into the box. The lid is now thrown back. The the healing spell cast on the chest, which leads you to believe that this is just some kind of game. This the healing spell charge has been extinguished. This chest actually appears to be attached to the floor. It is the simulacra of a real treasure chest. It is clearly a fixture in the room, but in the bottom of the chest is a heavy locking device, which appears to have on it a dial.
Okay. I checked for a fake bottom.
Okay, there's give us an investigation roll for fake bottoms.
Come on, get out the way. There we go. Skill. Investigation. Insight. Insight?
It should be near it due to the nature of the alphabet.
Intimidation. Ah, there it is. Yes.
Okay, so you reach in and feel around inside. It doesn't appear to have a hollow bottom.
Give it a good knock. No hollow.
Doesn't appear to be.
Damn it.
But there is a big old lock with a dial on the front of it.
Okay, we'll take the dial and we'll use it in the door while sighing heavily. Point out,
Okay.
I've got the door. I've got the key, but I need some healing.
So
We're all feeling quite fine here, Boring.
there are
Really?
numbers around the outside of this dial. They're in Netherese. Well, you think they're numbers. They're probably numbers, given the way dials are normally labelled. But yes, you don't know what the numbers are because they're Netherese. But yes, you have what looks like the dial. Well, I'm not gonna say the word. I'm gonna leave
Dial
the
of
rest to you.
Destiny.
Are you gonna fit it in the cavity on the door?
I would like some healing first. I'm down to 44 of 114. I don't know what Kerrick's down to.
Less than that. But I'm going to go and have a look at the chest and have a look around the chest as well.
Okay, so the chest has this big lock in it, which I don't know if Borin's walked off with it or if he's just left it. He wanted healing first, so maybe he's
I've
left it.
in a grumble. I've left it in a huff. I've picked up Frenchie.
Okay. So I reckon Frenchie's probably cooled down enough to be touched now. He's like, "Ah, monsieur, you are one heartless dwarf. I thought you cared about your possessions." But yes, I'm quite impressed actually. You know, maybe we should go and fight in the blood war. You know, you and your heartlessness. You know.
I roll my eyes, sling over my shoulder, put the sheath on his face, and it turns muffled.
He says.
Bring out the game.
So can I check the bottom of this chest and dial, please?
So yes, this is. I tell you what. Give us a investigation roll to check the dial, and if you want to investigate the chest itself, then yeah. Okay, this. You are a rogue, and so things like this are your bread and butter. So this is clearly the dial of a combination, some kind of combination safe, you think? It is actually perfectly square, and the writing around it, illegible to you not understanding Netherese. It's impossible to tell which way up it goes.
Oh, so it doesn't fit into the door. Oh.
Well, it doesn't mean it doesn't fit. It just means you don't know which side's the top.
And what about the chest itself? I'm putting my hands in and feeling around, see if there's anything.
Okay, you can give us an investigation as well.
Oh, thanks for the
Another
heals.
one.
It is a wooden box bolted to the floor.
Alright, so I'm picking up the combination lock and heading back out.
Very well.
Head out, moving. We'll say, Char, you can read this, can't you? I'm going to give him the lock. Your comprehend languages.
Yeah, if you give me about 10 minutes or so to perform the correct ritual, then yes.
Doesn't it last like an hour or something like that?
Yes, but I haven't cast it for. Well, we've been in here for a while. It depends if God deems that it's still valid. It was.
Oh.
I did investigate on that weird thing. So
Let's see. Was that less than an hour ago?
I did comprehend language on the the tomb doors out on the first bit of it.
Okay. So you had. Did you have a short rest since then?
I think we did actually have a short rest because we were getting actually caned by that trap for a while.
No,
Yeah,
we didn't rest. We healed. I did second wind. I'm not quite sure what everyone else did.
Okay. We might not have. It might not have been
Okay.
a short rest then.
It might still be active in that case.
Thank you, Deep.
I mean, since you're going to cast it as a ritual anyway, there seems no point. There, it won't cost you a spell slot, will it? So we might as well.
No,
You either cast it anew, or it's still active. It's moot, to be honest.
it's just time more than anything, in case that was of any importance.
Okay, no, it's fine. So you find yourself able to comprehend languages.
Mhm.
Aha!
Ah!
That's it. You'll come running to me when things get difficult. You get a puzzle, I figure it out. You find a doll you can't read, you come to me. What do my magical eyes read?
So you have a look at this device. It is a dial, a very smooth dial. It turns very, very smoothly. You can't feel even the slightest bit of friction as it turns. Which means that it must have been machined incredibly, with using incredibly sophisticated techniques. Now that you have your hands on it, that allows you to read the text on it. The text shows Netheril's numbers. They are numbers. Come on, brain. They are numbers 1 to 6. Importantly, there is a 0 at the top, and then 6 goes around in a circle.
Maybe the combination is equal to what the parts on the floor were.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same there. So, is it 3, 4? Sort of depends if that thing said rows are numbered 1 to 6, so rows, not columns. So
are we going up or are we going down?
well, up and down. This is the thing. Up and down is columns. Left and right is rows. So
no. If we're including rows, are we starting from the bottom row or the top row?
So I'm going to wait for Char to explain all this, and I'm going to have a look at the combination. I'm going to go and fit it in the door. Then I'm going to use my sleight of hand, start turning it to see if I can work it out.
I'll go back in the room and yell. Okay, so the top row is 6. The one below it is 4. The third row down is 1. The fourth row down is 2. Fifth row down is 3. And final row down is 5.
Chris, did you get that?
Pardon? Some of it, yeah, I did. So the numbers in.
So which way do you turn it?
I'm going to use sleight of hand to see if I can work that out.
What did it say? Left to right? Left to right?
Alternate left and right. So probably 6 left, 4 right, 1 left,
1 left,
2 right,
2 right,
3 left, 5 right.
Yeah.
All right, then, let's give it a go.
So what do you put in? Or rather...
6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5.
You've never used a combination safe, I take it?
We said it's so it says 6 to the left, and 4 to the right, 1 to the left, 2 to the right, 3 to the left, 5 to the right.
So I hear it clicking as I'm moving it,
You hear nothing.
and I feel it.
Okay, well we can try and reverse. So that's 4 to the left. Sorry, 5 to the left, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, 1 to the right.
I have no idea how you are getting these numbers.
6 to the right.
Well, basically, my brain's kind of figured out how if that, for example, is one of the rows, then that's one hit. This one here is the 6th one along on that row, so that's where he's getting the 6 on that row, and then that one would be 4 on that row, and that's how Borin is working through as far as I can figure out how Borin is getting those numbers.
I mean, I've done that revert backwards from top down and from bottom up.
Can I use sleight of hand
To do what?
to try and work out the combination? since I'm a rogue and I deal with locks.
How?
Well, by turning it, I should have a good idea because I'm so attuned to locks. I'll be able to tell if it's clicking, if it's a little bit of resistance, anything along those lines.
Have you got a stethoscope?
I don't. Well, yes, because I'm a sneaky rogue, so my ears are really keen.
Well,
And then
I'm going to
do-
say that the exquisite workmanship of this clearly magical combination lock is proof against simple safe cracking.
Let's see. How about 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, 1?
So you're going that way now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, but you have to have the directions too.
Oh, right. So it's left to right, isn't it?
So 3 left, 4 right, 5 left, 2 right, 6 left, 1 right.
Do you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so Camerarook puts in 3 left, 4 right, 5 left, 2 right, left, 6 right, 1. And then he hears a click.
Way!
It was orientated on the heroes rather than on the map. Right, okay. That's why I was at the end there. I had my head turned sideways, just looking at the screen. Good job the camera was off. Ow, my neck hurts now.
Yep, the door clicks and is clearly now unlocked.
Carrick, you are a master locksmith after all.
No, it wasn't me. I did nothing. But let's go and investigate.
He put in a number, we all yelled at him.
Checking for traps before I open it.
Okay, give us a perception roll.
Perception.
This door is the safest door that you've ever seen.
Cool. I'm saying it's
There's more traps in your underwear than there are on this door.
open the door.
I've no idea where that strange analogy came from. Okay, well, click the door. He's not clicking the door. Why is he not clicking the door?
He has to click the door.
Has it now opened? Wow, that took
Yes.
ages and it didn't make a noise. What's going on? Okay. Sorry, I wasn't at the bottom of the chat, so I didn't see it open. Sorry. The door opens.
I'll be the rear guard.
I've heard that about dwarves.
Yeah.
I'm not a tank. I'm just going to decide.
Yeah. These Netherils are twisted people, if that's their idea of entertainment.
So you find yourself in a corridor roughly 20 feet wide and approximately... I'm going to have to measure it because I can't remember how long it is. 50 feet long-ish. There are 2 doors, one on either side, and there is some kind of trap door.
Oh, excuse me.
That looks ominous. I wonder if that's for drainage or disposal. Back at home, we didn't have to worry about that. We just threw people into the sea of fire by the city. It was that was it gone.
Evil.
Going to check this door for traps as well.
Very well.
Okay, rubbish again.
It's so nice seeing the fact you haven't got proficiency in this. So you have to roll a dice. It's as a rogue, it's wonderful.
You do not find any traps on this door.
Open the door. And I'll just give Borin and Pontos a little bow, see, and you go.
Okay, so the room beyond, as much as you can see of it, as you open the door, it is a clearly some kind of crypt.
Oh, okay. Let's skip more crypts. If we know what's in them, nothing good.
Yeah, there's some sort of beer with a sarcophagus on top of it. Relatively small, kind of humanoid-sized. There are a number of empty beers towards the back, which might even have been some kind of charnel preparation area. There is another defiled altar to Mithril.
I'm straight up ignoring them, realizing what's going to be in both of these rooms now, and just going to the trapdoor and seeing if it's locked.
Okay, this is a huge hinged trapdoor made of banded wood, some possibly oak. The hinges are like, 9 inches wide. They're huge. And it has a ring that one would, in theory, lift it by. It is somewhat corroded. Give us a perception check.
Persuasion, perception.
17, not bad. Okay. You realise that this ring, basically, if a humanoid tried to hold onto the ring and pull upwards, they would not be able to get enough leverage to actually open the trapdoor. You notice that there is a pulley on the ceiling. Clearly the idea is to tie the ring to a rope and then haul it through the pulley to actually open the trapdoor. The trapdoor also has a big keyhole in it.
Another fetch quest.
Okay, well, before we go any further on this, it's like, well, just to give ourselves a little bit of protection here, I'm going to reach over, look at this trapdoor, and you see me just pull out something from inside my robes, and I just place it on top of almost where the ring is on the trapdoor, and lay it on there, and I put down my immovable rod.
Oh, okay.
Wedding.
Nice move.
So at least if while we're searching around, no one can easily come up that way to jump us.
Okay. I'm thinking we just unload every ranged weapon we've got at these things.
What things?
The things that will clearly be in these coffins.
You're getting paranoid, Borin.
Okay, by all means, you go in first, then.
Ah, Monsieur Borin, I enjoy a bit of paranoia. Paranoia leads to hate, and hate leads to murder, and you know where we end up with this kind of thing. It's brilliant.
No,
I like it.
no.
I like it a lot. I'm seeing in you a new light, Borin. You just need to. Yes.
Charles says it's perfectly safe, so we're going to let Charles handle it himself. He can.
Well, there we go. You see, cowardice, backstabbing. I love it, Borin. You are becoming like me. It's brilliant.
Yes, the big brave fighter is asking the frail, the frail-bodied warlock to try and open a tomb. Yeah, that's going to work really well.
Hey, you said it was safe. I suggested blowing it to pieces. You said no, that's not necessary. Therefore, This is on you.
Being pedantic, gaslighting a friend. Oh, I wonder whether we should think about an alignment shift.
Tell you what, I'm going to stand right behind you there. Got your back. You go for it.
Oh, I'm a little bit disappointed. Oh well.
Give him a bit of a nudge. Go on.
You see, you ran back again. Excellent. Yes. You must be headed towards chaotic neutral.
I can go there. I ain't gonna open no matter how much you do. This body is not for manual labour.
Then we got a lot of time to waste. Then
I'm just going to walk in, cast my mage hand, and push it open.
Okay. Well, the lid, which is in the shape of a Netherese man, presumably in some kind of mage's garb by its long carven flowiness. The lid falls off, and true to type, some horrendous creature leaps out, hissing, ready for battle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a surprise!
Around this creature's neck is a chain with a key on it.
Okay, this is all you, Charm.
Monsieur Borin, this is excellent. Soon you will be in the arms of our master. I cannot wait.
I do love this cynicism from I'm not sure if it's either from Borin or from Michael. It's very hard to tell where the line is at times. It's so funny.
It's from Boring. It's from Boring. It's just like.
Right, I'm going to try and reset the round. I'm getting a lot of chug. I don't know if anyone else is chugging, but
I'm so tempted to just spend my turn sharpening my axe and just going, yeah, so it's okay, is it, Char? It's okay?
Anyway, do I have everybody in the turn order? I have got Kararuk, Borin, a Shadowghast. I have... there's Pontos. There we go.
Worth taking the break before we start.
It is nearly that time, isn't it? So yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so let's have 10 minutes-ish. Try and be ready to go again by about 10 past 10. I will change us onto the break screen.
And also remember to turn the recording off over the break this time.
Yes, I shall hit the pause button right now. So see you in a minute. And we're back in the room. Sorry, I just spent some time faffing around with a script which didn't seem to be working, and I thought it was working before, but never mind, we will get there eventually. You will have to do it the old-fashioned way using the character sheet, because that will work for now. But sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, so use whichever one you want. Yeah. I want to fix it now. I want to stop what I'm doing and fix it, but I'm going to stop that. I'm going to move us on to the map. Apologies. I get kind of fixated on these things when they are brought to my attention. Call it tradecraft, for I want everything to work nicely. Anyway, we are about to have a fight. In the game, not out of the game. Everyone... Oh, Michael is muted. I haven't heard him say anything. That's because he's muted. But he's unmuted now.
You were talking code, so I thought I'd...
No, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I actually remembered to pause in the middle this time. Last week we got a dislike. So we've got 2 likes and 1 dislike. That's my first ever dislike on YouTube. I was heartbroken. And
yeah, they are crushing when you get them.
I would dearly
Who were you?
I would dearly love to know
Why?
What we did wrong?
Why?
What did we do to
Why?
upset you? It's the only time I
What
think
did
that
we do?
It's the only time I forgot to pause in the middle. So, and I haven't actually played that one back to see what went down in the middle. So you know, maybe in the middle you guys were talking about something thoroughly. Maybe you were saying, John's a rubbish DM and we hate him. No, I'm sure there was nothing of the sort. I'm sure perhaps I made some flippant remark, as I am wont to do, and somebody thought, "Oh, he means that," and I probably didn't. I don't know. I have no idea. I've no idea what it is.
If you dislike, say put a comment as to why.
Yeah, please. If you don't like it, my email is on the account. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. If you don't like it, you know. If you think maybe the Roll20 thing should be bigger, then let me know. If you think it should be smaller, let me know. You know, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. But I'd rather have some constructive feedback than, you know, a thumbs down in the dark and no knowledge as to why. If you do like us though, then my link tree is in there. There are other games. There may be more to come that will join us here on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, all that malarkey, please. We don't want to work for a living. It'd be nice to be internet stars, wouldn't it, guys?
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, love it.
We could be internet
You know
stars like Michael.
Oh god, yeah. I'm not even close. I might get into the 1,000 subscriber mark, but I'm nowhere near the hours.
Oh.
It's easier if you're a girl. Honestly, it's easier if you're a woman because.
I mean, I've got the hair. I've got the hair. I could.
Rather than get into that,
Yeah, let's play the game. Let's play the game. Sorry, I am exceedingly unfocused today, so apologies for that. All over the place. I'm going to try and rein myself in and the chaos in general. The party have discovered a shadow ghast with a key hanging on a chain around their neck. They have burst forth from a grave in this Netherese temple. I'm going to change this piece of music because it's annoying me. Don't like it. I like this one. This one's cool. This one's a fighty tune. So, given that we have fighty music and Kararook is the first to act, Kararook has a stealth marker on him, I've just noticed, which we must get rid of because no one's taken a stealth check for hours. So, Kararook, what's the plan, my man?
So, I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on this beast.
Oh. Okay. How unusual to pick a low-level spell. A creature of your choice that you can see within range. Duration up to 1 minute. A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if this spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. A creature with an intelligence score of 4 or less isn't affected at the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, the target may make another wisdom saving throw. Okay. So, he needs to do a wisdom saving throw against DC. It says DC 0, but that's clearly wrong. What is your spellcasting DC? Your spellcasting ability, I believe, is intelligence.
Yes, it's 8 plus the proficiency. We're proficiency 4, so that's 12. Whatever plus your intelligence.
Yeah. What's your intelligence modifier?
Seconds. Intelligence is 16 plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay, so that would have been a 15. Is that right?
Yep.
He has failed.
Dun, dun, dun.
His laughter sounds like nails on a chalkboard. You know, it's this awful screeching sound that is probably well, it is intensely disturbing. You know, this laughter that you hear. However, he is affected by the hideous laughter spell and is rendered prone. So that is one action from Kararuk, who is now concentrating. What else would Kararuk like to do?
Just make a cunning action and run down here and hide.
Okay. So, what route do you take over there?
Get me little ruler up. Okay, so we go doing, 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 doing.
Oh, we need another lesson in how to use the range ruler, don't we? Never mind. This path here, ish.
Pretty much exactly that, yeah.
Okay. So that is your movement. You can do that just with your movement action. If you wish to use your cunning action to hide, you may. But I think you've got 5 foot of movement left. There's a pillar here. You might want to stand behind it if you want to be hidden. There we go. Okay, give us a stealth roll, and we will see whether you are able to hide yourself in the shadows behind.
I'm predicting 23.
Oh,
no.
32! Blimey, Charlie. Right, that is...
Correct numbers, wrong way round.
That was a 19 plus 13. Very nice. So that's going to be an 8 plus 3. Yeah, 3 for dexterity. Is that right? Yeah. Oh no, 5 for dexterity. Yeah, there we go. Maths is hard. Doing maths in my head. Unnecessarily, I might add. So, I cannot think of anything else that Kararuk could possibly need to do, or can do. Unless he has... Yep, so we're going to move on to... Borin. What's Borin going to do?
I've made it easy for you.
I'll take one look at Char, who probably doesn't look the best at the fact that he's right next to a giant monster. Sigh and goes charging in, and do I have action surge? I think I've used my action surge.
You do have advantage.
I do have advantage, and I have 3 attacks, so that's not too bad. Have I activated my shield?
'Tis but a bonus action to do so. So if you want to, then you can. Remember, it lasts only a minute. So
yes, please.
I think your current armor class reflects shield activated. I think so.
22. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I know he's not going to be soul worthy, but let's go and take a hack at him.
I've not given you an activate shield and deactivate shield button yet, have I? I will do that at some point. But you can click it on and off in the inventory in the character sheet.
One.
Okay, that's one hearty smack.
Here comes number 2. What the? Oh, come on, get out of the way. There we go. Two. Oh, it's dead already.
He's dead. Okay.
Okay. I mean,
Well, you made that look easy.
Okay.
Ah, well done, Monsieur Borin. I may not have a soul, but with my new and powerful evil master, we are unstoppable. Yes.
yeah, we're gonna have to talk about the new evil master bit, but yeah, sure. At the moment, I'll pick up the key and let's go before anything gets worse.
Very well. Well, the battle is over for now.
Now it's safe. I'm going to have a quick look at the altar, if not, just give that a once over. Yeah, sort of.
Cool.
A goddess of magic is still intriguing.
Yeah. So the other altar you found within the stone, in a cavity inside it, a sigil of Mistral, I seem to think. Give us a perception roll. See if you find a similar device.
Okay, so
Or something else. You never know.
Let's see, sort of perception. Just oh, don't need that.
Okay. Oh, 14's all right. So I'm going to change the music to something slightly more restful. Ah, there we go. 14 is good enough to find anything similar to the other symbol. So this one is broken, but in a different way. But given that it is an almost identical holy altar to the one in the other room, you have an idea where the cavity might lay, were there to be such a thing. And lo and behold, there is one. So there is hidden in this desecrated altar a small Hessian bag with another holy symbol in it. This one is actually broken. It is not fully in one piece. The parts of it are there, but it is kind of snapped down the middle. There are also some small bones in there, like some kind of cultic fetish, made of like a feather and a small animal bone or something. But yes, it is possibly some kind of thing that was used to consecrate the altar originally. It does not radiate any obvious arcane presence.
Yeah. I hold this up and just turn to Cara going, the dwarf missed platinum here. He's slacking. And just put that in my pocket.
Cool.
I'm just looking on Deep's character sheet. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the components, but otherwise he could have done it as a ritual to do ceremonies to try and sanctify these places, but he doesn't have the components, which is a shame.
What would he need?
What components does he need?
He needs, for ceremony, he needs 25 gold worth of powdered silver, which is consumed when you do the spell.
Did you say £25?
25 gold pieces.
Oh, 25 gold pieces, sorry.
So yeah, it's only a level 1 spell, so it doesn't do it forever, but you can sort of help try to purify a place for a little while. There is a much more powerful sanctify somewhere else, but it's a much higher level and bits and pieces. But ceremony just helps clean things for a while.
Furry muffins indeed. Well, Borin has picked up a key. He could probably pass through into the corridor with it if it were not for a man and his pig.
Yes.
Borin slams the door in their faces and then opens it again. And then closes it and then opens it. He's having a lot of fun with the door.
Okay, and just straight up, does it look like it fits?
It does in fact look like it might be the key that unlocks this trapdoor.
Okay, shall we even bother with everywhere else, or just carry on? I don't see what the advantage is other than getting attacked again by searching other rooms.
I think now I think I agree with you, but I will just reach down and pick up my immovable rod and just put that back in my pocket.
Oh yeah, I forgot you put that there. That would have been interesting. Okay,
Hold on,
if
hold on.
everyone is in agreement then?
Yeah, I'm just going to say to Pontos, is it worth looking for extra gold within this place where we're going?
Oh, we
Treasure.
got tons.
I like
Yeah.
extra gold.
I think we should go and open another room.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh no, my hand seems to have slipped with the key in it into the lock.
That's alright, we can open 2 rooms at once again. We don't get into trouble doing that, do we?
The lock
Okay,
is on. The
yeah,
lock is on this side. But if you want to stand on the other side of the
Oh,
trapdoor,
sorry, my apologies. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. Okay, I will unlock it. I mean, where's the winch? I mean, I have to winch it somehow, don't I?
yeah. The ring is here. The hinges are here. There's a pulley on the ceiling over here.
Well, I'll unlock it, then go to the winch.
There's no winch. It is just a pulley.
Sorry, the pulley. I'll go to the pulley. Unlock it, pulley, and provided I can reach it, pull.
Are you attached? You're tying a rope to it and putting it around the pulley. It's just a pulley. It doesn't have a rope on it. You'll have to do that.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Then if some assembly is required, you guys have as much time as it takes me to set this up.
Okay. So some assembly required. So while Borin ties a rope round the iron loop and tries to get it around the pulley so that the trapdoor can be opened. What are the rest of you doing? Are you watching, or offering constructive criticism, or opening the door, or what you doing? You can do whatever you like.
Don't kick the door down, Pontos.
I can kick it down. Want me to kick it down? Why not?
Click on the door.
Okay. I'm confused. Pontos has gone to the trapdoor.
Where am I going? Hang
I
on.
don't know.
Oh no, I moved my pig as well.
Ah, the pig's just walked through a wall. What the hell?
Magic pig.
Right, what should I roll to kick the door in?
Give us an athletics roll if you want to kick the door in.
He's doing the full Shrek on the bog door.
It's not bad. Okay, so you give it a good old kick. It wasn't locked. The door bursts open, revealing a room beyond, which has another one of those strange indoor mausoleums.
Yeah, I'm
Or
sneaking-
mausoleums, if you prefer.
I'm sneaking in and hiding behind this column, ready again.
Okay, if you are hiding, give us a stealth roll. Your spell would have ended upon the death of that creature, I suspect, so we will turn that one off, and then I'll accidentally put it back on again. Okay, Kararuk
Can you move
is hidden.
Chew Bacon? Because you're sitting on deep and I can't get hold of him.
Is he sitting on deep doing what?
Ah, yeah. Deep sort of sits back up, does not look happy about that.
Joe Bacon's looking happy though.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to open this one, Pontos?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna hold an action. So if I-
Is there another door, is there?
It's a tomb.
Yeah,
Ooh.
this is an indoor kind of mausoleum type thing. It has a roof that comes to an arch. There is a little doorway at one end of it. You're standing on the roof. Very disrespectful. I mean, what are you thinking?
I open it.
I mean, you can just stand at one end and tell me you're opening it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's push it open or pull it open.
Okay, as you reach in and touch the doors, you feel a chill upon your bones. It is unpleasant to touch the stone. The stone seems like it's sweating moisture. It's also exceedingly cold to the touch. What seems like a foul breath of cold air
bacon.
kind of blows out into your face. It's not chew bacon. You're used to the smell of chew bacon. But yes, a foul charnel breath of the tomb, freezing cold, kind of blows in your face, and ashes and dust come from the remains inside. They make you... Well, give me a constitution roll. What do they do to you?
Can I hear it from this end?
That'll do. So you might hear Pontos kind of go, but it's not much more than that. Pontos's facial features have been picked out in funerary ash. He doesn't care though. He's a tough orc. When he was a teenager, he probably snorted. Probably snorted ashes just for fun. Just like Marilyn Manson, allegedly. Don't sue. Hashtag. Hashtag bans.
Carrying on, I just yelled down the corridor. You opened another trip, didn't you? Wait for the pause. It had a monster in, didn't it? Wait for the pause.
There doesn't appear to be a monster
inside.
inside. There are some small coffers inside, arranged. There is a depression in the floor where some kind of body clearly once lay.
Doesn't look like any monster. I think whoever was in there has already gone for a walk.
Okay then. I'm assuming I'm nearly done with this.
Yeah, probably wouldn't take very long.
Particularly since I can fly.
Yeah. So, the rope is hooked around the pulley. It's all good.
Can we search this room for any treasure?
You can search this room for treasures.
Well, I was going to use, a bit like the last mausoleum, I was going to use Mage Hand on those coffers, just to open them a little bit safer. Based on experience in just a few rooms back.
Okay, well, Char uses his Mage Hand to open two ancient, almost... what's the word? What's that word where things turn from wood? Petrified? Petrified wood? That's not the word I'm looking for. Fossilized!
Fossilized, yeah.
Almost fossilized wooden boxes opened, flicked open by Charles Mage Hand. There is the sound of spring-loaded mechanisms as darts are launched into the area inside and just clatter off the stone. There are a couple of poison darts sitting on the floor in there now, but neither of them went into your faces, so that's a bonus.
Is it when I'm right?
And we had... Last time I used one of these tables, didn't I? So I think I might do that again. That one might be a little bit OP.
We will wait for your decision. Depends on what it gives.
No such thing as OP. Oh, happy days. I think they'll.
And then I'm just going to push the treasure button for the next one, I think. There we go. So there is some electrum and gold inside. One of them contains a pair of rather sexy boots.
Do you mind if I have them? Sure.
I think they will suit you better than me. If memory serves me correctly, give you advantage on stealth rolls.
Which, in Kararuk's case, that is almost entirely redundant. But but you have
Look at that, 1 in 20.
you have the boots of Elvenkind, which are quite good for stealthing.
Advantage on dexterity checks. Yeah. I think we may have to have a discussion about who needs these.
I think Chew Bacon would look quite fitting in a pair of these on his back legs.
Or we could
Yeah,
give
but we'd
one.
have to get a second set for it to fully work.
Yeah, or give one to Pontos because he's only got one leg, and then someone can go around hopping in the other one.
Anyway, that is what you find inside.
Wasn't
Borin,
too bad.
Borin has set up the rope and pulley. He has not told me he has tried to haul it open yet.
Just like waiting for them to come back. Tell you what, screw it. Just start pulling now.
Okay. So give us an athletics check.
Anyone gonna give me a hand pulling?
You're a big, strong dwarf. You should be able to do this.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, also I'm a big, strong, and heavy dwarf with all this armor. So, not now. It's not responding. It's crashed. Wait, oh no, it's back. Okay. What would you like me to take?
Strength athletics.
I should be fine with that. What are we to do? Come on. No. Just give me the damn. There we go. Skills, strength, athletics. 27. Whoa, wow, 27?
27. That's pretty good. The trapdoor starts to lever up. It probably goes up about 30 degrees. But you quickly realise that you do not have the strength to open it alone. And it slams shut again.
Guys, need an extra weight here.
Pontos.
Oh, let's just strap it to Chew Bacon's saddle and have him pull. Hello?
Hello.
Is that okay with Pontos?
You there?
Pontos, hello.
Ryan, speak to us, Ryan.
Say nothing if you want us to take all your items.
I was on mute. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he spoke in time.
Yeah. So can we just tie it to Chew Bacon and have him pull it?
Yeah, why not?
Just get out of the way for the pig.
Yeah, just tie it on and then let Piggy pull.
I roll for pig strength. Acrobatics.
Yeah, athletics. The pig is not strong enough to do it on his own either.
Oh, okay. I'll pull as well.
Okay, what's your strength score for Borin?
My strength score.
Yeah.
Gotta pull up my character.
the actual number, not the bonus, the whole number.
Yeah, just looking at it now. Oh, we could use the immovable rod to make sure it doesn't go down again.
You guys got to lift it up enough first.
Okay. Get that wedge in there. Slowly pulling up my character sheet. 18.
So you have 18. The pig has 18. Neither of you alone managed to open it.
Bloody hell, how many people do we need? Like, both of us at the same time?
Well, are both of you trying together?
Yes.
Okay. So you pull, the pig pulls. It comes up a bit further. It's clearly a very heavy trapdoor.
Everybody pull!
Deep's going to come down as well and just throw his weight into it.
Except for Char, who might need to use it to wedge.
Deep is strength 20. When the fuck did that happen?
Is he?
Yeah, I'm just looking at his character sheet. Fucking hell.
Jeez. Wow, he hits hard. That must make him nearly the strongest person in the party.
Yeah,
Wow.
that ceremonial donation frame must be quite heavy where he works out.
What's Pontos got? Pontos has got 20 as well. The wrong people are pulling.
Okay,
So, who's pulling? Who's pulling?
Deep will.
Okay, so it's Deep, Chewbacca, me. Is Pontos pulling?
Yeah, I can pull.
Okay, all four of us are now pulling.
Okay, it starts to move slowly but steadily. You realise that you are not just pulling against gravity, but you are in fact pulling against a clockwork mechanism, which is kind of pulling back. However, you are now pulling harder than it is pulling it up. You're pulling it up harder than it's pushing back down again.
Wedge!
You get to the point where it is at 90 degrees, it's upright. Char, who is able to see down into it, sees that it is a staircase beneath. When you get to 90 degrees, or just beyond 90 degrees in point of fact, it kind of goes ka-ching, as if it kind of ratcheted into a particular position.
Well done, guys. I think you broke it. Right.
How do we make sure we keep it open in case we need a speedy exit?
Well, it sounds like it's just sunk into the open position. It's don't seem to be going anywhere.
It's beyond 90 degrees. It doesn't appear to be going anywhere on its own. It kind of seemed to click into a position.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay then.
Let us descend. Yes. Yeah, after you, Boring.
Oh, ever so kind. In we go.
Okay, so I am going to prepare the next area.
Level 2.
Or level -1, depending on how you look at it. Whenever you pull out a character that has a particular thing, it helpfully puts it in the chat. So, what is your approximate marching order? Who's in the lead?
Oh, what the hell, I'll go in front.
Okay, who's at the back?
I can go at the back.
I've got 51% health, let's go for it.
So,
If you just stood in front of that chest when you opened it, you'd been fine.
Thank you, Captain Hindsight.
You're welcome, Rear Admiral Bates. Char go in the middle where he likes to be for safety.
Cool. So
Have deep second.
And I'll be stealthing along somewhere in the flank.
somewhere in the flank. Okay.
Hidden.
Okay, so I don't know. I mean, you can obviously reposition yourselves, but I am going to move us on to the next room. You go down the set of stone steps and find yourselves in a stone-floored room, which has a number of weak light sources in it, and a door to the front. The room is approximately 40 feet by 40 feet.
This looks welcoming.
There are some Netherese. There are some Netherese writings around the portal in front of you.
Does this look recycled like the top floor? Does this look more original?
This looks slightly different. You can take whatever checks you think appropriate to understand what you are looking at, and I will tell you what you find.
Dexterity check.
A dexterity check? What are you trying to find with your dexterity check?
That's what I've not figured out yet.
Charles going to start sort of open his book and start doing his chanting to do a comprehend language, and Deep I will do a perception just to see what he notices around it as we've lowered ourselves down here.
Okay.
I will check the door.
Okay. What are you checking? How are you checking it?
I mean, what type of door does it have a lock?
It is a stone door. It has it's a stone double door, so it splits in the middle. The turn order just opened again on its own. I'm just going to empty it. Try and make it go away. There we go. So it's a stone double door with what looks like a kind of sandstone, almost Gothic arch. It comes to a point at the top. And along this kind of sandstone door frame / archway are the elaborate writings, somewhat pictographic, somewhat wiggly. The strange,
all writing here, fellas.
Yeah, the strange font of the Netherese. The writing itself almost defies analysis, as if the letters are almost moving about as you look at them.
I'm not sure if the sandbox is frozen because Deep's perception hasn't come up.
Oh, it's crashed. Excellent. Okay, that you can have another go at that. Maybe it'll work the second time around.
Okay, no worries. Just finding a gap there as you were describing everything.
Let's say.
Oh, there you go.
24. Very nice. What's he looking for? What's he aiming for?
This is more just a general glance round, just as he's going, just looking out for any obvious signs of danger. Yeah, not looking at anything in particular, just more getting a feel for the sort of the room they've entered.
Okay. Deep feels like this room does not contain the same reworked stone of other places. This seems to be more purpose-built, less salvaged.
Okay.
Yeah, the floor is made of stone. The walls are made of stone. There are some kind of altars which may have held, I say altars, plinths. They may have held objects, but whatever objects were on top of them before appear to be gone.
No problems.
Using my perception, I'm going to check around the altars, the floors, the walls, etc., looking for any hidden cubby holes or anything along those lines.
Okay, you can certainly try.
I say we take a break after reading this, just in case what lies beyond.
That
So that should have been a. The 5 gets rounded up to a 10, so that should be a 13. And your passive perception becomes redundant because you are proficient in perception. That means that, yeah, 13 is the lowest you can roll, even though your passive perception is actually only 9. So that's from your reliable talent, I think.
Yeah, my passive perception's 13, I think.
Is it?
Reliable and passive should
yeah,
be the
yeah.
same.
Yeah, because isn't your wisdom modifier -1?
Yes.
Ah, but you are proficient in perception, so
Yep.
it adds in. Yeah, okay. So the minimum you can get, it should give you. I don't know why it's doing the thing. That thing, bloody thing, doing that thing. Somewhere on the front of the character sheet, there should be a box that shows what your passive perception is. There it is. So
That's 13.
this bloody thing, it's completely wrong. Grrr. Annoyed I am. So it should either give you your passive perception or it should use your reliable talent, and it hasn't done either. So what on earth? Anyway, this is the thing I was huffing about earlier. Viewers at home, if there are any.
So
If there are any viewers at home, like, share, and subscribe. Unless you don't like it, in which case, tell me why you don't like it.
And we can make changes.
if it's a reasonable complaint.
Does the has the comprehend language finished off while the others have been looking round?
Yes, you feel yourself the equal of the task of reading Netheril's script.
Okay, so I'll go up and start peering at what's been scrawled on the walls.
Some of the words you can only render phonetically because they do not have synonyms in any language that you understand. However, the Netheril's the Netheril's says something along the lines of Acme self-deploying dungeon. Please press the button to deploy next room.
These people are insane. This is the scripture of madmen and lunatics. That section over to your left there, Borin, it just says all work and no play makes Netheril's a sad boy. It's weird. Over and over. But there doesn't appear to be any usable information there, so I think we need to proceed, but with care.
Do we need to proceed right now? I mean, it is a rush. A lot of us are bleeding right now.
Some of you are a tiny bit beaten up. It's up to you whether you proceed or not.
It's really up to Char, since he's the only one who can muster the thing we need to stay safe whilst we sleep.
You want to do a long rest?
A short rest, something. I would still sleep with
The pig.
I mean, we'd still have to sleep, but obviously for a shorter amount of time.
You were only on about like an hour just to patch yourself up and have something to eat. Do you really feel you need that much protection?
Well, better safe than sorry, but But
Let's just
okay, if
open
you
the
don't think
door.
we need it, let's just do a short rest.
Yeah, fair enough. We can just keep guard here. We should be safe for here.
So if you want to take a short rest, do go ahead. If you want to take a long rest, then you can do that too. Obviously, you will have to agree on that though, because a long rest requires that you spend 8 hours in the same place.
Deep looks okay for now for a short rest. He's used a couple of spells, but nothing too major. How what does everyone else want?
Short rest works for me.
Yep, short rest.
Cool. So do your hit dies as you see fit. Remember to press the short rest button on your character sheet, because that will restore any class abilities that are restored by a short rest.
Deep. Yeah, we'll do a cheeky one for deep.
Nice.
I didn't update the actual. Okay, it could just be the sandbox, but the numbers look right. It's just not shown on the bar. Okay. So yeah.
Restarted, refresh the screen and mine's come up.
Sometimes the bar does not immediately alter, but Deep looks like he's on full.
Yep. And I'm not far off, so I can live with that.
Yeah, and Chew Bacon and Pontos look pretty healthy.
Yeah, we're good.
Excuse me. Right, Borin, are you gonna do a thing?
Yeah, I've pressed the short rest button. I'm just gonna. Let's see. How many hit dice should I use?
Don't know. You if you use one and you want to use more, you can change the number. You know, it's not, you're not committed to it forever.
I need about 40, 50 back. Let's try 6. So I had 10, so down to 4.
There's actually a short rest button which allows you to pick the number of dice you use.
I pressed the short rest button and it didn't let me choose anything. It just gave me all my.
Oh, okay. So
It
you
hasn't
have.
given me any help.
No, it doesn't do that. That's not what it's for. You have a short rest token action button, which allows you to pick how many hit dice you use, and it applies the healing. Or you can push the hit dice button on your character sheet, and it will roll the dice. It will not add. It will roll them individually. It will not add them to your thing. You'll have to do it manually. There we go. So.
Sorry, when you said it was on character sheet, I opened my character sheet. So.
Yeah. Well, yes. Well, I was referring to the button that you push. The button. All the button on your character sheet does. There's a long rest button and a short rest button. All they do is restore your class abilities. The long rest one restores your hit points and your class abilities based on whether you've set it up correctly. I think I've set yours up correctly, although for some reason things like resource boxes and inventory items seem to multiply, and I don't know why this happens. If anyone knows, please leave a comment. But yes, so you have short rested. Does anybody need to do anything else that one might do during a short rest?
No, I'm good at the moment.
Okay, thus begins a slightly more experimental portion of the session, because this is something that I've never tried to do before. So we'll see how we end up. You notice, looking at this door, that it has a button on it. The lock that kind of that unites the two halves of the door is in fact a circular fitting which has in it a big red button.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand, stand back and press the button.
Okay, so where are you standing back to?
I'm back, way back.
Okay. The mage hand pushes the big red button. You hear the heavy grinding of stone and the sound of metal cogs and gears working. There's kind of sort of noises going on. Okay, and then okay, then I will decide. I am gonna roll some dice. So, you'll have to be a little bit patient with me while I do this, because this is literally something I've never done before. On Roll20 at any rate.
What have you done, Carrock?
Only good stuff. This is where we should be.
Yeah.
Completely ignore that.
I'm going to look at Pontos and say, "You getting ready to fight, my friend?"
What the hell? I just changed layers and things did things that I did not do. I absolutely did not do that. Anyway, it's fine. Should be invisible. It's all good. Okay, somebody, anybody, roll me a dice. Let's make it a D2.
D2.
Flip a coin, basically. Okay. Okay.
What have you done, Carrock?
Your adventures, line up.
You're sounding very brave for someone that's in fireball range.
I can dodge them. I'm all right.
Yeah, we saw that once before when you were surrounded by all of those carrion crawlers, remember? And you were about the only one that failed.
Yeah, I've got better since then. I've learned my lesson. I've been working on it. I think we're going to get ready for a big fight. I'm just going to look at Pontos and say, "You better get ready."
There's just Chew Bacon there. It's, his front legs are all straight and the back legs are already wheel spinning, ready to charge.
With the dust coming up behind. And Boren's in the way. Ooh.
I will also have, if I may, a... Oh, for goodness sake. Okay. Can you give me another roll, please? Another D3, a D3 this time, please. One. Lucky for some.
Ominous.
This could be the amount of treasure we're just going to get, so it might be a good thing.
Ah! Well, they should roll a 3 then for lots of treasure.
I know. Or 1 could just mean super magical treasure, and the higher the number, the worse the magic.
Ah, 1 really good thing or 3 meh things.
Exactly.
Ah, I'm with you now, Ted.
Don't know who Ted is. Don't get that reference.
Barbara Ted.
You lie! I don't believe you don't get that reference. Not for a second.
Yeah, I like Father Ted. 3 of them came at me once, you know.
Ah, Dougal.
Okay, so click, 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 ching, and then, well, there is a loud click.
I think whatever's happened has finished, Borin. Open the door.
I open the door. Okay, and there are enemies.
So?
Yes, there are. What the heck are they? Can I kill them? Are they?
Don't see anything.
You see some creatures lurking in the corridor.
What does Frenchie say?
More undead. They do not have souls. I cannot collect them, but we can smash them, my friend. We can smash them into pieces.
I sigh, draw him. It's just like, oh.
Draw me like your French axe.
Do you want me to roll for initiative?
Oh, everybody. Absolutely, yes. Everybody,
Can you
please.
see anything?
Well, it doesn't matter whether you can see anything or not. If the whole party passes into initiative order, well, if anyone's in initiative order, you all are, because we're basically changing the frame of time. Jar, Borin, Karuk, Deep. We need Pontos in there. Has anyone else noticed there's now a back button on the turn order? It's bloody marvellous. I had to use an API to do that before, and now there's a back button. Thank you, Roll20. We love you.
Right.
I keep wanting to hit it instead of the cog button though, because it's kind of on the left where the cog button used to be. Char is the first to act.
Woohoo.
Other than that, we have a full set. So far away.
Okay, I'm going to go there and doing my best Han Solo thing of just coming to the door, seeing some knights there. I'm just going to blast at the first available one and then run away again. Because that's how he rolls. So...
Hasn't rolled yet.
I'm going through all of the options. So...
So many options. Pew.
I hit! That's better.
Also, pew.
And finally... And seeing that wheel spinning pig in the background, I am going to move briskly out of the way again.
Yeah. Poor Borin. We can see where this is going, right?
Yes.
Very good. I am... So, yes, let's move on to Pontos and Chew Bacon. Are you going to gallop through?
Yep.
Okay. Dexterity save for Borin then, please.
Something on the corner. Ah, fine. 19.
Do you dive left or do you dive right? Well,
Well, I dived towards more away from the door, so
yep. Okay.
left. Yeah.
Okay. So Borin dives out of the way just as Chewbacon kind of goes tickadin, 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 and I can almost hear someone shouting "puppy power," except not puppy power. Something else like bacon power. I'm just going to very quickly add something to the to-do list to remind me to fix carry rooks reliable talent. There we go. One miss. Uh-oh. Chewbacon has 2. Oh, nice. And then Pontos is going to lay down some smackery himself, no doubt. Very good. Anything else from Pontos?
No, I guess that's it. But if it's alright, I'll probably disappear at 5:30 because I've been up since 5, I think.
Oh
4:30,
dear.
5.
Blimey, okay.
Behind you with 5:30.
So what we'll probably do is, we'll go till 5:30, so about 5 or 6 minutes. Then we'll do the awards. Duck out if you got to, Ryan.
Yeah,
Real life comes first.
She's going to be up early.
Yeah, and then then we can reconvene for the next one. Extra faff-free today, so the video might be a bit shorter, but there's always the next one. So Skeletal Knight numero. What's the Spanish word for 3? Uno, dos, tres. I get mixed up with Spanish and Italian because they sort of sound a bit similar.
Il casone italiano, but not bene.
Very good. Whatever you said, brilliant. Yes, I only learned. I used to go out with an Italian girl many, many years ago, and I learned to say a few things in Italian, which I probably shouldn't repeat here. But what is it? Rido nella tua faccia means I laugh in your face. So here comes an enervating blade attack from a skeletal knight against Pontos. 1. Oh, it's a hit. So Pontos cannot gain hit points until the start of Skeletal Knight 3's next turn. He's now going to try and slash at Chewbacon. Same story for Chewbacon. We are going to have one more at Pontos. Then we're going to move on to Borin. Okay. 2 hits, 1 miss. He's not going anywhere. We're going to move on to Borin. So Borin can pass through friendlies. Obviously it costs more movement to do so.
I could just fly over them.
Well, yeah, alright.
5, 10, 15. Get through that damn door. Oh, no. Oh. I've crashed. I don't know why I've crashed, but I've crashed. Can someone place me on the opposite side?
On the opposite side of the one that Pontos is fighting.
Actually, no. Put me next to Pontos because that'll give.
Oh, on Tubacon's back.
Now, tell you what. I am going to do evasive maneuvers, and whilst I am still crashed, can someone please roll a d10? I can't even see my screen. What did I get?
8.
8.
Add that to my DC, and then I will be flying over him to attack him from behind.
Attack who from behind? This is what I'm asking you, man.
The evil knight one. The evil knight that's in contact with Pontos.
That's literally what I asked you.
Yes, sorry. Yes.
So you're going behind the one that Pontos is currently fighting.
Yes, but this way, if he gets he really doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
Yep, you're passing through his threat. You're not leaving it, so no attacks of opportunity will be provoked.
Oh, okay, then forget the bait and switch then.
Okay. So you flew through. I don't know whether activating the winged boots costs you a bonus action or anything like that. I think does it do something like that? Winged boots. So you can use the boots for up to 4 hours. While you wear these boots, you have flying speed. It doesn't say you have. It doesn't seem to say that you have to spend a bonus action to activate them or anything. So you have flown onto the other side of the dude. Do you have the power of the interwebs again, or would you like me to lay some smackery down on your behalf?
Have the smackery. I will be laying down the smackery. I don't know why there is a bad guy that's phased halfway through a wall, but I will.
There isn't. If there is on your screen, then do a browser refresh.
Well, I finally. I don't want to do this. My friends want to go to bed. If it doesn't work this time, I'm just going to attack who's next to me.
You have a choice of 2. So I'm going to try and take a Borin's eye point of view. For some reason, Borin can't see anything. Let's just check out your token settings. Where the hell did that come from? Okay.
Are you seeing the guy that's halfway through the wall?
No, I'm not. I'm going to change you to nocturnal for now. Dimming. No, we'll have it on dimming. Dimming is much better. There we go. And then we're going to save that. Update default token settings. For some reason, Borin has a darkness around him. Anyway, there shouldn't be anybody going through a wall. If you can see that, you need to do a browser refresh. I'm doing another browser refresh because my computer is misbehaving.
Okay. Finally, we're up to date. Right, sweeping. I'm not going to bother with sweeping attacks or anything like that. I'm just going to save them up in case I need them. So, Infernal Axe, this guy from the back. Because I'm attacking from behind, that gives me advantage.
Well, there is no facing, but you are flanking him.
Flanking him, yes.
Okay. I have completely lost Roll20 through that browser. So, I'm going to assume that everything is going okay for a few seconds while I reopen the browser. Okay, Borin seems to have got a hit in, that's good. I'm just opening up again. Very
Then
good.
lucky number 3. And boom goes the dynamite.
There we go. Nice job. So that guy's gone down.
And that ends my turn.
Yep. Okay, let's take him out of the turn order because he'd be dead. Well, I mean, he already
There's
was
2 more
dead,
left,
but now
lads.
he's even more dead. Oh, undead fortitude. Nearly forgot. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
he's unlikely to survive, but
Yeah, he's still
it's
got a
got to
5%
be
chance.
done. Yep. So damage 20, technically DC 25, but we do allow them a chance to come back on a natural 20. So I think that we'll probably call it there. I know it's the middle of the round. I would rather go to the end of the round, but we have quite a lot to do before we get to the beginning of the next round. So we're going to pause there mid-round. I am going to move on to the next skeletal knight. I'm going to write in the chat skeletal knight next to go. I'm going to put a K in there so I know that I'm referring to that kind of knight. There we go. Then we are going to move on to the awards screen.
I'm
Here
going
we
to
go.
go to bed.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll catch you guys next week.
Sounds
Take
like a
it
plan.
easy.
Catch you later, mate. Have a good one.
Have a nice sleep well.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully she sleeps all night. Is it a bit?
Fingers be crossed. See you later, man.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to move into the awards channel in the chat. I'm going to scroll to the top. And then I'm going to scroll back down again.
I'm feeling good on this one.
He's feeling good. He's looking good. He's feeling good. That reminds me of a joke. I'm not going to tell the joke. It involves an expletive that I don't even think YouTube will forgive. So much for being on the final frontier, eh? So we make it visible.
That was boring this week.
Monsieur Barin got the first kill. Very good.
Yeah.
Then we click the button, move on to the next one, which is Kill of the Week.
Ooh. Well, I killed both of them.
Have you only killed two things this week?
There was
Yeah.
God, yeah, we spent all that time doing that puzzle. Excellent. You did get the puzzle though, thank goodness. So, Kill of the Week. Puzzles can fall terribly flat if people don't pick up what's going on. Kill of the Week has to be boring.
We picked ourselves up with the combination.
Like I said, for me, I thought that bit of paper was just part of the animate the token all in one, so that caught me out. Never mind.
Glad I pointed it out then.
So, our next one, the yoink, that is not applicable. Well, it's not applicable because you can't steal your own kill.
True. No, but I thought yoink was Pontos charged it, did a bunch of damage, and then I killed it.
Oh, all right then. You can have that one then. Yep. Okay.
kill from
Yes,
the
you're quite
grave.
right because no kill from the grave. Damage dealer.
Me, yeah.
Is it? Is it? Hold your horses, Sonny Milado. So, damage dealer. Borin has done 20.
Dude, it's a boring week. If I had my camera on, you'd see me dancing.
60 minus 4, 56. 56 in 1. Let's see what the boy in blue did. 25, 37, 47. Yeah, I think it is actually Borin again.
Who's the best dwarven fighter under the sea? Boring.
Who was the coward that wouldn't open a tomb? Boring, cold foot. So if we were going to carry on like that,
Oh, so best supporting role.
Me again, because I healed everyone.
I'm detecting
By
bullshit on that.
accident. By accident. I mean, you did open the chest that healed everybody. To be fair, but you didn't know it was going to do that. So.
I got the paper
Mm,
and the longbow.
Oh, well, you did find the paper.
Boring, cold foot. Who found the paper underneath the chest? Boring, cold foot.
Well,
That you couldn't read.
I think this. I think we might actually have to insert the cleric's name here though, because he did actually cast some healing spells, and.
Oh yeah, he almost brought a child back from the dead, didn't he?
Mm,
I know. Or did Chard, did you land on a green one or a red one?
one of each, I think.
I took a zap, but then the healing brought me back. But did heal you, and he did heal Powerrook.
So,
I need to learn some healing spells.
fumble of the week is
Not applicable. I don't think anyone
not
got a fumble.
applicable. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, even Char didn't get one.
Yeah. Role player of the week.
Just quickly going through. Let's see. The trap, there wasn't much roleplay. There was the combination. Then I can't think of a particular roleplay other than the fact of Borin showing his cowardice. Oh, sorry.
He did kind of he did have an infernal axe bending his ear at the time.
Sorry, I get that right. So for roleplay, there was Borin showing his dwarven greed by pushing everyone out of the way to get into the chest once he knew it wasn't traps.
There is that. Okay. Okay.
Dwarven greed at its best.
Boring, cold foot.
Whose side are you on? I'm not sure whether that one has
I did throw Frenchie onto the electro floor.
Oh, giving a magical electrical device that runs on souls, a massive soul battery like Frenchie. Could have gone much worse. So I think that one might be a Borin. Who got the most beaten up?
Char? I don't think anyone else took any major hits. I didn't.
I took 41 from that zap.
I think then we may have one for Char.
Mm-hmm.
Hey!
Okay, a strong showing from Borin this week with 6 awards. Deep and Char got the other 2. So, well...
Deep wasn't even here.
Well, Deep was here. It's only Nate that wasn't here. But if you're watching this, Nate, we hope to see you again soon, mate.
Pick up another one. Just for being a healer.
Well, you know, the awards are for your characters, not for you.
Yeah.
But I mean, they are for you, but we award them to characters, not to role players, because then, well, anyway, that's just the way we do it. That's literally just the way we do it. Apologies if I seem less coherent today than usual. It's been a weird sort of week, and
we're all tired.
yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the session. I hope everyone watching, if there are any, enjoyed the session too. Michael, take a screenshot of the text that you want me to tell you where it came from. And
yeah. I'll send that on to Discord.
Yep.
I have it.
Cool. And have a lovely week, everyone. Catch you again next week. Next week would have been our week off, but we're actually going to have a session next week.
Here next week.
You're not here next week. If we have enough bodies, if we have at least 3 bodies, that's the minimum. If we have 3 bodies, we'll go ahead. The following week, I realised when I was doing some admin for my PT business that the only 2 weeks I've had off since the beginning of the year, one was because I had COVID, and the other one was because I was sick with something else. And I've been trying to work out why I'm so knackered. So basically, I've got like 2/3 of the way through the year without taking any time off, except for PT sessions, which I keep missing because I was ill, probably because I wasn't taking any time off. You know how it goes.
Oh yeah, we know.
So I am taking off the week commencing the 7th, and I am moving things around so that my week off PT coincides with my week off D&D, and that way I can actually recharge the brain a little bit from both sides of the equation. Anyway, I'm going to stop yammering. Thank everyone for watching who is watching. Thank you all for playing, and
Thank you
hopefully,
very much
thank
for
you.
DMing.
Oh, you are very welcome, and hopefully catch you all in 7 of your Earth days. So have a great one, and
No worries.
see you then.
Catch you later, mate.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Good night.